Hello, DeMiero Jazz Fest participants. My name is Matt Falker. I'm so excited to work with you today on Away Birdie, which I arranged. The song is originally composed by Sarah Gazarek and Josh Nelson, and you'll really want to check out that original recording. Always go to the source to get a feel for what the song originally sounded like. My arrangement adds just a little bit of a soulful gospel flair to it and some thicker choir vocals, so you're really going to use some different sounds on this today. So what we're going to do first is watch the music on your screen, and you'll hear the demo as well, so you can kind of get a feeling for this music. And I think seeing and hearing the music at the same time is really, really going to help you as we start to dig into this chart. So enjoy.
Fly away, birdie. It's time to fly away. Fly away, birdie. Don't wanna linger another day. Higher than they told you, faster than they dreamed, stronger than the storms that may find you. Imagine you imagining.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Spread your wings, birdie. Take a leap of faith and jump on in. You know that it's your right. Fight and flight, birdie, little birdie, 'cause it's where you are, not where you've been. Not where you've been. Higher than the mountains. Oh, faster than the streams. Don't you know that it's stronger, stronger than the storms that they showed you? Imagine you
Imagining.
oh, 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 oh.
Watching your life slip away. Look to your heart for the way. Watching your life slip away. Look to your heart for the way.
Fly away, birdie. It's time to fly away. Don't look back, birdie. There's nothing in your way.
Higher than they told you.
Higher than they told you. Faster Imagine you imagining. Imagine you imagining. Imagine you
All right, what we're going to do now is I'm going to take you through the chart phrase by phrase and show you some of the things that you can think about as you're recording them and tracking them, things that I have often told to choirs when rehearsing face-to-face. And I think the idea, if you're doing this solo, I want to make sure that you just take your time and let the lyric be very simple. And when the choir comes in, you want the lyric to be simple as well, because it's a very straightforward message. Fly away birdie, you've been cooped up, you've been in this stage, you've been in high school, it's time for you to graduate, it's time to go on to the next thing, the next job, the next, whatever it is. And so this whole video has to have a sense of hope and encouragement. Hey, let's move forward here. And so vocally, we're going to do that as well. We're going to start very simply, and as we go through the song's going to open up as we build confidence in our listener to get encouraged to move forward. So you can keep that solo nice and simple. When you come in at letter C, choir, it's going to be just the super straight tone, super light lifted tone. Probably no vibrato, just keep it nice and cool. Then you can put a little more into the words. So whenever you see words here, you can sing out more. Stronger, oh. Be really pure with those vowels and make a big difference in your mouth between stronger, oh, vertical vowel, and ooh, nice tight vowel there. And then careful not to overemphasize the E of imagine. So imagine you. And do a nice little breath release there. Since you don't have a consonant to end the word you, you're going to go you. And just a little, it's almost like a wah at the end, except it's totally silent. Just let that air release. We call that a breath release. And that way your cutoff is going to be nice and tight there. So do letter D with me. Stronger. Stronger. Oh. Imagine you. Breath release right on one there. Good. Now, when you get these woes, this is the first time you can get a little depth into the sound. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So, whoa, whoa. Make sure you get a nice full sound there. The first two are short. The third one is connected. Try that with me. 1, ready, sing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're going to hear as I demonstrate, I'm going to kind of switch between part and part, so don't worry if you're not singing exactly the same part with me. Stay on your own part as we do this. Now when we get to the page 2, spread your wings, this is the time for the choir to take over the lyric and the delivery. Keep this nice and light again, and then let it open. Spread your wings, birdie. Lift those cheekbones as you're recording. Keep that sound nice and high. Take a leap of faith. Make sure the T of fate is right off on beat 3. Don't hold that over there. It's not leap of faith. It is leap of fate. So make sure you just get that little T without going fate. Don't let it explode on there. And jump on in. Then at letter F, you can sing through that more. You know that it's your right, fight and flight, birdie. And then echo this part. Little birdie. 'Cause it's where you are. Just make that nice and short and simple. 'Cause it's where you are. Not where you've been. Get that N in before the beat. Not where you've been. Not where you've been. 2, 3. All right, so that whole verse at letter E and F, that's the choir's moment to really deliver the verse. When you get to letter G, higher than the mountains, now you can really start to open this sound up. And you probably want to think a little less vocal jazzy and a little more gospel. So open vowels, dropping your larynx inside your throat to get the maximum space here. So you get the, instead of higher than the mountains, and careful not to open the too much. You can almost think the mountains, like TH apostrophe mountains. So higher than the mountains. Make sure you put that off right on beat 3. And then the next thing is an echo. That's why it goes from forte to mezzo piano. Oh, keep that nice and light and then come back in strong. Faster than the streams, don't you know? Make sure that you say don't you rather than don't chew. Don't let that CH come in there. Don't you know that it's stronger? And then you see a little fall at the end of that. So let that flow there. The second measure of letter H on page 3 is actually a 4/3. So we're going along 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, stronger than the storms. You want to keep that 4 over top of the 3. Stronger than the storm. So watch your rhythm there. Don't you know that it's stronger? Stronger than the storms that they've shown you. You can pull back a little bit there because it goes from a big 4-part chord to a unison there. And then imagine you. Think bigger here. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh, ah. So you can kind of lead into letter I, into the solo over the section of the song that we call the bridge. What I prefer to do with letter I is start a little soft on that ah and grow to the downbeat of the second or to the downbeat of the third measure and then pull off. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and cut that off right on beat 3. So you kind of have a crescendo and a decrescendo there. So try that with me. 1, letter I. Off on 3. Do-ba-do-way, do-ba-do-ah. Just keep those nice and pure. All right, so that's all of the first 3 pages, essentially. We're going to keep singing those backgrounds all the way through page 4. The only thing you want to watch at the end is that you go, oh, do-ba-do-ah, and make sure you're off right on beat 1 so the piano can come back in with, and we can go on to the end of Fly Away Birdie. Okay? Good so far? Let's go on to page 5 and 6. This is the section that's the biggest, that's the most inspirational. You want to keep your vowels nice and open. You want to go ahead and sing out. I know that's hard if you're tracking at home. Maybe you're in your bedroom or a hall closet or something like that. So try to find a minute when you record these last 2 pages to really open up, sing with confidence, and deliver this message higher than they told you. In other words, you can go higher than they told you. You can go faster than they dreamed. So you really want to encourage folks as you sing this here. Vocally, keep this nice and open. Higher than they told you. And if you have a little vibrato, you can let that vibrato in the second half of the long notes. Higher. Go ahead and let that in. I don't have a lot of natural vibrato in my voice, but you might. So this is your moment to go ahead and let that be nice and full. Try letter O with me. Here we go. Higher than they told you. And go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So I almost think of a W on the front of those O's there. Instead of O, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, it's more like whoa, whoa, whoa. So go ahead and really dig into that. Faster than they dreamed. Don't you know that you're much stronger? So you really want to, again, watch that 4/3. Know that you're much stronger. And then at letter P, it says straight above it. That means the eighth notes are no longer swung. They're no longer 1 and 2 and 3, and they're straight 1 and 2. Don't you know that Don't you know that you're much stronger? Stronger than the storms that they've shown you. So really listen to the demo carefully there and look at the rhythm on the page and make sure that you have the rhythms happening great there. That whole section, keep it big all the way to the cutoff right before letter Q. Then let the soloist, and then you just come back into your blendy voice that you used at the beginning. So letter Q, imagine you, imagining. The vocalist should feel free to change the melody and change the rhythm and do something that personally speaks to you and that represents your style. Choir, when you come back in now on page 6, the second system, you're going to be totally non-vibrato. Imagine you. Breath release right on 1. Then this last one. Imagine you. Make sure your first note is high. Every other one was imagine. This one is imagine you. So careful on your notes there. And then really watch your pitch on the very last line. Imagining. Notice I'm keeping the front of my face open. You can see my upper teeth a little bit. So you're not getting So I'm showing my upper teeth, lifting my cheekbones a little bit, maybe even my eyebrows a little bit to keep the front of my face light and bright. That's what's going to get your buoyant tone on these places that you have to be super blendy. So this song, in summary, is a mixture of your straight tone, totally blended vocal jazz sound, but then there's moments where you can really, really open it up, get more depth in your sound, use a little vibrato, and think more like a gospel choir. And that's what I love about this music, is it gives you an opportunity to really show multiple facets of what you do vocally. So I hope you enjoy the journey. I hope this was helpful. Feel free to review any part of this one more time, and I look forward to seeing and hearing the final result. So stay safe and be well.